Hi guys, I hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel. I thought since I had some time today I would film a video, and I asked over on Instagram whether you wanted to see a Q&A or an ASOS haul, and the Q&A seemed to win, so that is what I'm filming. If you're new here, my name is Barbie. I film videos on motherhood and lifestyle, and I also have a few pregnancy videos if you'd like to check them out. I'm a first-time mum to a 3-month little boy called Kian, and I would love for you to join me and subscribe down below. Also, make sure you hit the bell button so that you're notified every time I post a new video. And if you do enjoy this video, I would love for you to give me a thumbs up down below. Firstly, I just want to thank everyone who left me a question. I always get so nervous every time I ask for questions on Instagram because I always feel like no one's going to reply, and then I'm just going to be left like a Billy No Mates with nothing to answer. But I did actually get a few, so thanks so much for having my back, girls. So the first question is motherhood easier or more difficult than expected? Controversial, but I'm going to say that it's actually easier. Don't get me wrong, being a mum is really, really hard, and I've definitely had really challenging times. But I think when I was pregnant, I just imagined it to be really, really difficult, like a constant crying baby. I thought I wouldn't be able to figure anything out. I wouldn't know what to do with him. I thought I would get no help at all, and I wouldn't have any support. It is true what they say, you do just pick it up, especially things like changing a nappy and giving the baby a bath. Like, they're really not that difficult. So yeah, it's been easier. And I've also been so lucky that because of the pandemic, Tony's been working from home, and my mum was also furloughed, so she was able to help me out a bit at the beginning. I've also found a few mummy friends, so I've had the kind of support there. I'm going to say that it's actually been easier than expected, but it's still hard. Second question is, how big an age gap do you want between children? So I actually wanted to have a 3-year age gap. The reason being that I wanted Kian to be kind of settled in nursery before I had another child, and then we wouldn't have to like double up on nursery fees and things like that. But, oh, what's wrong, Bubba? But now that I've had him, I'm kind of like, maybe I want another one. Having a baby is like such an upheaval, and you know, you don't get any sleep, and there's just so many things that I just think, like, wouldn't it be nice to just get it out the way, have my babies, and not have to go through it all again? So yeah, now my idea has changed, and I would maybe like to have a smaller age gap. I'm not thinking of getting pregnant anytime soon, but yeah, that's just kind of like my thought process at the moment on it. Somebody very sweetly asked, how are you? And yeah, I'm okay. I've had a few meltdowns this week. It's actually my 30th birthday this week, and I was hoping to have like a really nice chilled out week. Tony's taken a few days off, so I thought we'd have some family time, maybe go somewhere for a nice walk and, you know, just do family things. Although Tony works from home, he does work really, really long hours. So like sometimes it feels like we hardly see each other, and then when we do, all we're talking about is, you know, work, like stuff we need to get done, or Kian, or, you know, just work. So I really wanted to have some time for just us two, but obviously that wasn't going to happen. We've got a leak in our bathroom, we've got a leak in our roof, so we've got plumbers and roofers out this week. I'm pretty sure that my first postpartum period is on its way, because I'm feeling very hormonal, you know, when you're like on edge about to dip. So yeah, I feel like this week's kind of been ruined, and I was just really looking forward to it. You know, like your 30th is kind of the end of a chapter. It's like the end of a decade, and it's like I'm starting a new chapter in my life as a mum. So I kind of wanted to celebrate it a bit. Nonetheless, I'm still determined to have a good birthday. We'll see how it goes. Next question is, when did you start buying pregnancy products? For example, belly band, ball, pillow, that sort of thing. So the first thing I did buy was supplements. I was using the Pregnacare pregnancy supplements, and then I don't think I bought a belly band until I was 12 weeks, which I do think is quite early, but I was getting quite bad back pain. So I bought that around 12 weeks, and then everything else, like a yoga ball and pregnancy pillow and that sort of stuff, I kind of waited until the second trimester and waited till I actually felt like I needed them. So the next question is, how long did you wait to tell people, not family, that you were pregnant? We told our family pretty much straight away, but in terms of friends and like extended family, I think I cracked and told them at about 9 weeks. So we had an early scan and everything looked fine, baby was healthy, and then I was actually seeing my friends like the next day. There was no way I was going to be able to keep it secret. I had to tell them. And also I know they'd be like really suspicious about why I was drinking. 12 weeks is a really long time to wait to tell people when you've got such a big, huge secret. secret. So if you're in your first trimester and you've decided to keep it a secret until week 12, oh my god, I feel for you. I know those weeks feel like months. You will get to 12 weeks and it will be so worth it when you get to tell people and share your excitement with everyone. The next question is, what is the most important thing you want to teach Kian? Oh my god. I really want to teach him like the importance of family. Me and Tony are both really close to our families, and I want him always be able to come to us and, you know, actually enjoy being with us when we're older, hopefully. I want him to have really good family values. I also want to teach him that he can do anything he wants, like try anything he wants. When I was younger, obviously, like I was brought up in an Indian family and it was very much like you should be a doctor or a dentist, and that sort of stuff was really pushed on me, and I don't really want to push anything like that on him. I think nowadays, if you're passionate about something, if you're good at something, you can make that your career. And so I want to teach him that, you know, the world is his oyster. I want to teach him about women. I want him to respect women. I want him to understand the struggles of women and, you know, what we go through, like, you know, periods and childbirth and stuff that I think boys need to be aware of. I think my biggest fear for him at the moment is that kids nowadays just have so much pressure, like social media and being woke, and like, you know, they've just got so much on their shoulders. I just want to make sure that he grows into like a happy, confident young man at this point. Somebody asked, will you have more children? Do you know what? I really would like to have more children. I'd love to have 2 or 3, like I mentioned before. It's already kind of on our mind, but even if I just had Kian, I'd be so happy. He's kind of like filled that child void for me. I don't feel broody yet, but I would love to have 3 kids. But Tony is set on having 2, so yeah, I'm desperate for a daughter next, and then I think if we have a boy, then I would want to try it one more time for a girl. That's what I've told Tony. Whereas if we have a daughter next, then I probably would settle for 2. So that is the compromise that I'm trying to negotiate at the moment with him. Someone else asked, how are you coping being a mum during a pandemic? And I have to say, in all honesty, while I was pregnant, I was so grateful for certain things, like so grateful that Tony was working from home. It was lovely having that time in the summer. It was the last few months of being just the 2 of us, and it was just nice to have him there, and we went for walks every day, I think. And yeah, those things were really lovely. But at the same time, I did struggle with the fact that I was bringing a child into the world when I didn't feel safe. You know, when lockdown first started, it was quite scary, and I think a lot of people who are pregnant felt the same. I do really worry about his future and, you know, the way the world's going to be, this new normal, all the depressing stuff we see on the news, like businesses closing and unemployment rates rising. It does worry me. God, I've made this video depressing. I'm coping okay. That's it, I'm drawing a line there. But no, seriously, I miss my friends. I miss hanging out with the girls. I miss having them around. I miss seeing people. And I think, you know, we all feel the same. I'm desperate to go on holiday. I'm desperate to lie on the beach. Hopefully next year we can get a villa somewhere and just chill for a week. I would love that so much. But yeah, I'm coping. Something you've learned about yourself since being a mum. I've just learned that I can function on less sleep. I've learned that I can really, really love something which doesn't really give me much back in return. I've learned that I'm patient. I know that's a really generic answer, but it's true. I could really snap at people beforehand. I could be really grouchy, but when Kian's there and he's so lovely and cute, there's just no way you can be angry at him. Even if he's like literally driving me insane, I just can't be angry at him. I'm sure that will change as he becomes a toddler, but right now he's just too cute to be angry with. Now that I've had Kian, I've really learnt to appreciate my parents. You know, you forget everything that they've done for you when you're a baby and a child, and, you know, now you understand the love they have for you and all that cheesy stuff. But yeah, I do really appreciate them a lot more. So the next question is, what are your I've got this moments since being a mum? So times when I feel like, yeah, I've got this down is when I'm showered, I'm dressed, I've got makeup on. It's usually times when I'm at the house, like if Kian does a massive poo and I have to change him in a car park, or when I just get him in the car, he does a massive sick all over him, all over me. And I just have to pause, take a minute, think, right, how am I going to tackle this, and just get it done. It's like that. That's when I feel like I've got it. When I don't get flustered and I keep my cool and I just get on with the situation, that's when I feel really proud of myself and I feel like, yeah, I am bossing this mom shit. Do you miss anything from pre-parent life? Hell yeah, I miss so many things. I miss a Sunday afternoon sitting on the sofa, binge watching Netflix, just chilling, ordering a takeaway and zoning out. I miss zoning out. That is one thing I really miss. I think when you have a kid, you just can't turn off. That's definitely one thing I miss, just being able to zone out, watch TV. The next question is, what is the hardest thing so far about being a mum? Breastfeeding. Breastfeeding was the hardest thing, hands down. I put an insane amount of pressure on myself. I'll leave a link to my breastfeeding journey up above, and I still feel tremendously guilty about the fact that I stopped breastfeeding. Although I'm so much happier bottle feeding, so much happier bottle feeding. I want to say a weight's been lifted off my shoulders, but it hasn't, because I still feel the guilt. Physically and emotionally, I'm so much happier bottle feeding. So yeah, breastfeeding was hard. And then again, like, what I find really hard is that time when you just wake up in the morning and baby's awake, but you're still asleep, like you're still half asleep. But you know, sometimes you're just like, God, just give me like half an hour, or someone just deliver me a coffee to my bed so I can wake up a bit. You're still just so tired. So yeah, I struggle with that as well. The last question is one I've been asked so many times. How much do contractions really hurt? On a scale of 1 to 10, they are 100. Like, they freaking hurt, and there's no point lying about it. Everyone knows that childbirth is one of the most painful things you'll endure. But if I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm a massive wuss, like such a wuss. So if I can do it without pain relief, I fully believe that you can too. Those are all my questions. I really hope you enjoyed this Q&A. Sorry if it got a bit deep and heavy at points. You know, I want to keep this channel cheery and positive. If you want to see any of my other videos, make sure you subscribe down below and give me a like. It really helps out my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.